Do you believe in magic? If you do, great. If not, you probably will after you see what magician Joshua Lozoff has up his sleeve. Joshua has been on the show a couple of times, and each time I was left thinking, how did he do that? Well, Joshua is back. So nice to have you here.
Great. Thanks for having me back.
So you were an actor, professional actor with roles on Cheers and in the movie Clueless. How did you transition into being a magician?
I grew up in this area, in the Triangle, and then I moved to LA, and I was an actor professionally for quite a few years. And then I decided that I was looking for something I had more control over in my life. Like, as an actor, you're waiting for auditions, you're waiting for your agent to call.
Yeah.
And I still want to do something artistic. I want to do something that made a connection with people, made people happy, but something different. And I was traveling around the world trying to figure out what that might be. And I saw a magician perform one night in Bolivia, and it just sparked a new passion.
Wow, and I'm so glad it sparked it because I enjoy you so much. Now, you call what you do close-up magic.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, as opposed to the big illusions, like I don't work with a showgirl or a lion or a big box that people levitate in. To me, what feels magical is walking right up to somebody and doing something right in their hands or with their mind, or combining psychology with sleight of hand magic.
Okay.
Okay.
What you got today?
All right. So now, usually when I do a show, I walk in cold. I don't know the people.
Okay.
With you, I have the advantage of having worked with you a couple times here on the show, and I get to watch you because you're a TV personality.
Yeah.
So the first thing, and I should have done it ahead of time, but the first thing I have is just a quick prediction that I just want to write down. It won't take long. I wrote down most of it already. I just had to wait until right now to write the last part of it. Okay. I'm going to set that right there. You didn't see that, correct?
No,
okay.
I didn't see it.
And now I would like for you to put out your hand.
Which
and
one?
I want to do, this one is good because it's closer to me.
Okay.
And I want to do a card trick with you, except I don't have a deck of cards with me.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to picture a card. I want you to look in your hand and imagine that you were holding a card, see the details of it, specifically the color and the suit and the value, as if it's just literally in there in your hand, okay? And I'm going to try to make it appear. Do you believe?
Okay. All right.
By the way, I'm going to be using the help of a magic wand. I don't know if you guys can see that, but what does it say right there?
Sharpie.
Yeah, and on the other side it says?
Sharpie.
Yes, there's a Sharpie magic wand.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is ask you to picture that card specifically, okay? And we're going to try to make it appear. When I say now, immediately when I say now, nice and loud, you call out the card that you're picturing in your hand. Ready?
Okay.
Now.
8 hearts. Red.
Did it appear?
No.
Are you sure?
Where should I be looking, Joshua?
Look at the pen.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Joshua,
Can we get a close up of that?
can you all see that? He changed the word Sharpie to say 8 hearts. Do y'all see that? Somebody give me some confirmation. Somebody.
Now,
do you see it?
Now, do you remember that I made a prediction?
You did.
I have to admit, I'm very glad the pen part worked, because the prediction part didn't necessarily go as I was planning. I actually wrote, well, you can see what I wrote down. Valonda will picture thee, and there I drew a picture of the 3 of clubs. So that part didn't work well, but the pen part did. Actually, one of the things about being a magician is you should be able to improvise and go with the moment.
Yes.
So instead of thinking of this as a failure, what if, instead of looking at this as a 3 of clubs, what if we did that, and that maybe?
Okay.
And then, so now we think of it as like a whole deck of cards, and the 3 of clubs is just the top card of that deck. So if you think about it, somewhere inside of that deck is your card. So technically it's not a mistake. Valonda will picture, and then there's a arrow pointing down to the whole deck. The card you pictured was the 8 of hearts.
What? Get out of town! Stop!
Now it's a little bit easier to picture. The 8 of hearts poking out of the deck, and this is a souvenir for you to.
Oh my God! How did? There's no hole in here. What in the world?
So that's
You
a
are
little gift
incredible.
for you.
Wow. See what I mean? Every time. I still don't know. And I want you to know that your first appearance on the show, I watched it in slow motion. I watched it frame by frame. A frame is less than a second.
A frame is.
And I could not figure it out.
I hope not. I got to make a living this way. I hope not. So I have a couple of live shows coming up in this area. Usually I'm traveling all over the country and I do a lot of corporate events. That's kind of my bread and butter. But I'll be doing 3 shows in this area that are open to the public in the next couple of months. And the info is all on my website.
Yes, and we have it too.
There we
September 20th at Maggiano's in Durham.
Yep.
You need a reservation. And Joshua will perform September 25th at the Carolina Inn in Chapel Hill. Get details for both events at joshualozoff.com. You are the man.
Thank you so much. It's always a treat to come
All
on.
I can say is wow.